Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. No face cam for this video because this is pretty in-depth and y'all need to concentrate. So this is a buying guide. I've set up in Excel a example of what like a normal round setup would look like for the first 5 rounds with everybody's economy. We have green, blue, yellow, purple, orange, the colors of each teammate or opponent. We have the round starting money, the round after buy time money. And then we have the next round starting money, next round after buy time money. This is your loss bonuses, round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses in a row, unless you're on pistol. If you lose pistol, you start off at the second round loss bonus, not the first. It used to be like that. They changed it. This is your round win money. This is your bomb defuse money or bomb plant explosion money. This is how much each person gets for bomb defusal or bomb plant. And then if the T's plant the bomb and lose the round, they get plus $800. For this example, everybody gets a $300 kill reward. Now, mind you, that SMGs, shotguns, ops, they have different kill reward money. We're just assuming that it's $300 just to keep this pretty as simple as possible. As you can see, it's a big mess. And we're also assuming that the T's never actually get a chance to plant the bomb. So all of this doesn't actually matter. It's just simple. If you win the round, you get $32.50. If you get a kill, you get $300, and we're going from there. Okay, so the reason I'm doing this is I'll just quickly give you an overview of all the rounds, so this doesn't just look like a bunch of numbers to you, and then we'll point out some of the patterns. Okay, so everybody starts off with $800. Pretty simple. Everybody buys light armor. Everybody's down to 150. Okay. The T's win the round, indicated by the top color. So the T's win the round, and 3 of them die, where the CTs lose the round and all 5 of them die. Okay. The T's reinvest in AKs, armor, some nades, and then the CTs reinvest in 5.7s. They only spend $500 here. Okay. The CTs, they actually win that round. Or no, they lose that round. My mistake. They lost pistol. Pistol's over here. They lost second round as well. They don't win only 5.7 no armor round. Okay, so 4 of them died in that round, and only 1 person on the T side died that round. Okay, but this person grabbed this guy's AK, and he's saving this AK. So when he rebuys third round, he doesn't have to spend as much money as the rest of his teammates do, because he already has the AK that he saved from the last round. While this guy who died, he has to buy all the way down to 0. None of his teammates want to drop him, and so, he doesn't have as much money as the rest of his team. Now, round 4 comes around, and the CTs actually won round 3. They had a pretty good investment. So in round 4, they got the plus $32.50. This guy had died. Purple had died, so orange dropped him a gun. That's why their money is even, compared to here, where their money is not even. Okay, now, since the T's lost round 3, they decided to force back up into it. 4 of them could buy AKs, other guy buys Deagle, and this is what they are left with after they force up. They lose that round because they didn't have 5 AKs, and now this is their loss bonus. Okay, they're on the 2 round in a row loss bonus. This is how much they have. They just CTs, they win, they all get a kill, none of them die. This is how much they get, and now this is their next round after purchase money. Now, while all that is a big jumble of what the hell, let's go over some patterns. Okay, one is that sometimes teams will full save. So this is pretty much a full save. It's an eco, and then this is technically a 100% full save. Okay, and the reasons for this, it usually occurs after they've lost 2 rounds in a row. Okay, so technically this was only after they had lost 1 round they decided to go for an eco, but it's because they were on their second round loss bonus. Okay, so It's technically like they lost 2 rounds in a row because after pistol you get more money, but this is legitimate after 2 rounds in a row because they get the plus $1,900 here. So usually after you get that plus $1,900, you're going to be full saving because you've most likely forced in the last round. Okay. What else do we have? Oh, dropping teammates. Probably a good idea, or else you're stuck in a situation like this. Okay. When the CTs dropped a teammate, instead of holding on to all this money and forcing this guy to come down to 0, they evened out the playing field a lot. They evened out the money field. This teammate had a full buy, so they were able to win the round, while this teammate was also able to have a full buy, so they were able to win the round. And now that they won the round, all their money is very, very high. Even after they reinvest in utility and kits and all that, their money is very, very high still. Now the Ts, because they screwed this guy over, who had to completely rebuy instead of one of these guys dropping an AK for him, okay, he was now in a pretty bad position. Okay, he didn't have head armor. He was in a pretty, he could get one-tapped. He doesn't have the same loadout as the rest of his teammates, so he's at a disadvantage. The next round comes around and look at the money. All right, let's assume that this guy had dropped him an AK. Now, he uses the minus 2,700 to do that, so he's now at $350. This guy no longer has to buy an AK. He's going to be at, let's just say, $1,100. I'm not going to do the exact math, but he's going to be around there. Our next round comes around. They could potentially win this now that they all have like even or equivalent things, okay? But let's say that they don't win this. Now they're getting plus 1,900, I believe. No, they're at plus 1,400. Okay, so this is going to come into a 1,750, and this is going to become a 2,500. Okay. Now with this buy, it still is possible to force this, but you might be inclined to save here, or eco technically. So what I mean by that is that instead of forcing all the way down, and this completely nullifies all that, so let's just take that away. Now the Ts, because they have this kind of money and they all have died, okay, this guy might just buy a Tech 9. Oh. This guy might buy Deagle light armor. Actually, you know what? Let's give him Deagle head armor. He's scared of the CTs one-tapping him. This guy could buy Deagle head armor again. And let's toss a smoke in there so it comes out to a nice even $2,000 he's investing into the round. This guy is not buying a thing. But this guy's actually going to drop him a Deagle and buy a Deagle for himself and light armor. So that comes out to $2,150 that he's spending. And so now he's left with 2,300, and this 2,300, and this guy still has 1,750. Okay, now this is still technically a winnable buy. They all have Deagles. Everybody except for this guy has armor. It's unlikely that they win, but even if they lose here, they get 1,900 the next round. So instead of having to save in the 5th round as they were last time, they're getting $1,900. Let's say that nobody gets a kill, which is kind of unlikely considering their purchase, but let's just say for this example, nobody gets a kill. All right, that's plus 1,900 across the board. Also, they don't get bombed down. So plus 1,900, that puts this guy at 4,200. This guy is going to be at 3,650. This guy is going to be at 4,050, 4,000, and then 3,900. This is good enough for a purchase. So instead of having to take a full round to do a full eco, or a full save, now they can take a half buy one of these rounds, enabling them to purchase fully the next round. So all in all, they go from round 3 to round 5, they go full buy, half buy, full buy, okay? Instead of going full buy, save, or full buy, force, save, okay? It's, there's nothing wrong with full saving. I prefer going full buy, half buy, full buy instead of full buy, force, save. I just think that you have more opportunities to win the rounds rather than when you save, you don't really, have a chance to win that round. So that's just, preliminary economy stuff. I didn't really know how to make this video. I don't really know if anybody's getting anything out of this, but overall, let's just follow one player on T side, and then we'll follow one player on CT side. This is the overall buying guide as you go through the rounds. Now, T side, you're gonna buy the light armor. Okay, you're down to 150. Win the round. You're now at 3,600. Okay, this guy, he is going to buy either Mac 10 armor, some nades, or he can do Galil, head armor, and a decoy. However, he ends up with $600. Who cares? You don't have to buy an AK here. These people actually bought AK. Oh, I know how he ended up with $600. They stayed alive the round prior. Okay, sorry, my mistake. So he gets the light armor. He stays alive. He only has to invest $350 to make it head armor because his light armor doesn't get affected, and he buys an AK. So now this guy has an AK. Second round AK. Right? I think that's pretty powerful. These guys do what I do. Okay, they buy second round AK with light armor, so no head armor. I prefer that over buying a Mac 10. I still believe that even though there's the potential that I can get one shot to the head, I will have much more impact in the round with an AK rather than a Mac 10 or Galil or any other weapon for that matter. So now this guy, they win the round again. He's at 4,150. He stays alive, so he's going to reinvest in some utility. He still has $3,500. Well, 3,050, my mistake. So far, pretty good. Now it's going to get a little spicy. They lose the round. They only get $1,400, so he's at 4,450. Okay, some people may see this money and they will automatically buy AK, head armor, and some nades, and then they'll hold down tab and look at their teammates' money. All right, if you look at your teammates' money and you see this, now they are completely forced to force. Okay, so you, with the most money, you're going to be the one that needs to hold down tab and look at your teammates' money and be aware of that situation. Say, hey guys, we should half buy here, or hey guys, let's force. We have the momentum. We were close last round. We should have gotten it. Let's do it. So you half buy here. You're at 2,300. You get 4,200 after the round loss again. So now that you're at 4,200, everybody else can buy. You buy the AK armor and nades, and you're in a pretty good spot because you made this critical call round 4 after you lost round 3. Okay. Now CTs, let's follow green again. Buys the light armor, dies. Okay, he's at 2,350. Some people may be inclined to buy a deagle here. It's not a bad decision. We just, for the sake of this, we're going to go for 570. He's not going to buy armor. He's going to stay above $1,500 because that is the cutoff for like really being able to have an impact in the next round. The reason I say that is because let's say that you have the more expensive M4, the M4A4. Okay, that's $3,100 that you have to invest. This is what their money would come out to if they bought a Deeg, by the way, because they had gotten a kill in round 1. So with the 3,100, that leaves you with $750 to work with after you purchase the gun. Now you have to spend 650 of that on, or sorry, 850 is what you're left with after you buy the gun. 650 of that has to be spent on armor, and then you're left with $200 to buy a single flash. Okay, that's not really going to help you too much on CT side when the T's have full AK utility kind of thing. Just one flash isn't going to do too much for you. So that's just something that, you know, if you save the extra $300 here and you get the kill pistol round, okay, you're in much better shape. So this is what it looks like if you buy the $500 gun and you don't get a kill. So if you don't get a kill pistol round, that's something to keep in mind when it comes to what kind of pistol you want to buy, or if you just want to go for the full save, or if you want to go for a force. There's just a lot of different variants that you can do, variations. So this guy, he buys down to 0 because he died the round prior, and this round he needed to completely purchase up. And then they win, so he's at 3,550. He buys kit, he buys full nades. They win again, he buys full nades again. So you're in good shape, okay? The key to having a good economy is to stay alive, honestly. Like, even this guy, who his whole team died, and he was able to stay alive. Look at his financial situation compared to everybody else. Right? You wanna have a good econ, you're gonna have to save. Now nobody really saves at the correct time these days. Probably will be a video on that soon. Maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, thank you for watching. This has been convoluted. I don't know how to really make this without it being convoluted. I was trying to find some sort of economy simulator to go over, but nobody's made one, obviously. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a good day, and I will see you next time.